Reno Turricartney.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm pleased to make a short contribution at this committee stage on the Social Assistance Living Alone Payments Amendment Bill. As my colleagues have already stated, sir, we support this bill. It is a very sensible bill, and it does address a lot of some of the inconvenient processes that many of our kaumātua and kuia and superannuitants around the country have had to face in terms of having to make separate applications for living alone payments, and goodness knows how difficult that is in terms of them just not only getting through their weekly budgets but also having to navigate their way through all the different processes and applications that they have to do to get a little bit of pūtea. So we do support this bill, sir. It ensures that the single superannuitants and veterans pensioners who are living alone do not have to make that separate application so they to get their full entitlement. And we support it because it improves the lives of older New Zealanders, and it reduces their requirement to, as I've said, make all these additional applications to receive those extra living alone payments. We do acknowledge the government for reducing the burden of compliance on single superannuitants, and it is a good measure which improves the lives of older New Zealanders who indeed, as with many New Zealanders out there, are finding it very tough. Now, the Select Committee had a chance to hear submissions and has recommended some changes, and one has been the unfortunate situation where a spouse or partner has died, passed on prior to the commencement of the bill, but within the time frames in which applications are to be made. And it's great, it's very commendable to see that spouses in that situation won't have to be impacted on by in terms of having to qualify for the payment because of arbitrary time frames and commencement dates. And it's good, so it is good to see that some flexibility has been given and some fairness applied to those situations so that the full entitlement to the living alone payment can apply from the date of the death of that spouse through prior to the commencement of the Act, sir. I'd also like to speak in support of my colleague Jacinda Ardern and her supplementary order paper in relation to this Part 1, and that relates to raising the age. And I know, notwithstanding the Minister's comments from the Chair that they won't be supporting this supplementary order paper, we do think, and we do think that it is necessary to bring alignment with the harmonising of the student allowance regime with this living alone payments, because there are many situations where kaumātua and kuia around the country are looking after their mokos, and when those mokos get to it doesn't just kick in, obviously, they're putting a cut-off date at 18, but there are situations, and I'm thinking of, those who may be disabled or other situations around their tertiary education where that does put an extra burden on their koro or kuia, or taua and paua as we call them in the South Island. And so I do recommend that, encourage that we do support that supplementary order in the name of Jacinda Ardern that lifts the age to 25, which does capture all of those situations and make sure that the living allowance, the living alone, payment is available for kaumātua and kuia in that situation. Sir, that completes my contribution to this part.
Jacinda Ardern.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I want to thank the Minister for his contribution. I note, though, that he didn't speak